Photo. Leprechaun, Trimark Pictures. Happy St. Patrick's Day. If you read the title, you probably do remember Leprechaun, 1993. Or you don't, and you're confused as to why you clicked on this article. Believe me, I totally understand and forgive you. Leprechaun is probably one of, if not, the weirdest movies ever made. It remains this way today and is representative of a drastic change in how more modern horror films are developed and marketed. Related article. The complete list of 2021 Oscar nominations, celebrations, surprises and snubs. The show must go on. Related article. Video. The artist evolves. All Leonardo DiCaprio roles and performances. 1980s to 2020 filmography. Some background on slashers. So, in the 1990s, every major Hollywood studio was trying to capitalize on the slasher craze in the horror genre. Slasher films had existed for a while before, with The Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Halloween, A Nightmare on Elm Street, Evil Dead, and Friday the 13th, all having spawned huge, successful franchises, usually based on one genuinely great movie. Although all the Evil Dead movies are awesome, and I would argue that the Friday the 13th franchise has yet to create even one good movie, let alone great, in its 40-year run, followed by a slew of half-baked attempts at sequels. Most of the slashers of the 70s and 80s were mesmerizing, well-directed, and actually quite frightening, using the perceived financial limitations of the genre as a means to create genuinely great works that explored the human condition in raw, never-before-seen ways. Texas Chainsaw and Halloween are particularly incredible, using deft direction and an unbreakable sense of tension to hide some of the weak acting and basic plot elements. Related article. Must watch. Hollywood Insider's CEO Pritin Ambrose's love letter to Black Lives Matter. Video. Subscribe to Hollywood Insider's YouTube channel by clicking here. Gimmicky 90s slashers. But by the time the 90s rolled around, people were getting sick of the formula. The relevance of these franchises had waned, as the sequels got increasingly goofy and over the top, with Friday the 13th being particularly maligned for its sequels revolving around the hockey mask-wearing, undead killer Jason Voorhees going to Hollywood, hell, and outer space. Not even the more sci-fi-focused horror franchises were immune by this point, as the Alien and Predator franchises saw more weak installments during this decade. We were also still a few years away from Scream revitalizing the slasher genre with its iconoclastic genre takedown, so self-awareness was not exactly a priority for these studios. This brings us to Leprechaun itself. Or rather, to the type of film Leprechaun appeared to be mimicking, aka the more gimmicky slasher reliant more on comedy than scares.